Alright, a couple of you have asked about the pulse width modulation conversion for the blower motor in the facelift 01 to 04 trucks. So basically, you'll have your heater control. You take it apart, take the knobs off the front, take that screw out. There'll be a screw down through there. You get a screwdriver under this thing, pop that out, get rid of that stupid thing, clean the grease out of there, and then you'll get a potentiometer. This is the one that I'm using. Alright. That actually screws nicely in right to that. The knob fits on it. Alright. Screws right in there, put it in that position. I put it in that position because when it's in the off position, it lines up with the rest of the dials. And you can put it however you want. That's just how I did it. Alright. And on these things, those pins go right down through there. Well, without that there anymore, your cluster lights, the controller lights that light up the backlighting there, they ground through that. So you're going to have to solder in a spade clip pin right there. And then we move on to the wiring. Okay, this is the wiring. This is the plug here. And what I did was get rid of these three. You're never going to use them again, so I cut them off way back inside the dash so that they're not in the way. And then these two are this one and this one. So what I did was solder them together and tapped out a smaller line to ground for the lights. All right, the lights get their power through this, and they ground through that. So I, like I said, soldered those two together, tapped out for the light ground, wrapped them up, and that works that part. Then this is your blower resistor block. Again, I got rid of those three wires. You're never going to need them. And I get these two wires, solder them together so they're permanently together. And that just grounds from ground through all this stuff over to your motor. Now, the plug that goes into the motor, I cut on the vehicle side and used this modulation controller. So your power will go in, and then your ground will go into these two, and then the motor power and ground will go into these two. Now it comes with this potentiometer, but it's too small to try and work and put in there and make it work right. That's why I went with this one, because that one goes right in and it's perfect. So what you'll do with that is you'll just clip these leads here and get yourself a I don't know, 2 feet, 3 feet worth of 622 22 gauge 6 conductor alarm wire, and wire it into that just how that one was wired, but wire it up to this. They wire up exactly the same, and then it plugs in there, and you solder it onto this one. And what I used was I got a couple of these connectors from eBay, and just on mine I have it soldered in to these like that, so that I can unplug it if I take the dash out. I unplug it and then plug the other end into that, and it goes over to this controller. Now this is a 40 amp controller. You probably get away with a, I don't know, 15 or 20 amp one. I just use these because I have a crate of them sitting around. So I hope that explains everything. I know I went through it pretty quick. If you have any questions, just ask, and I'll try to get back to you.